What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gifted Gamer 204 back at it again. And yes, you guessed right. Today, we got another banger for y'all, man. So if you're new to the channel, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button as we keep on rolling right into this one. So, we got a good one today. Mr. Jeff Keighley himself. He says the Game Awards confirms DLC remasters can win Game of the Year days prior to nominations reveal. We're gonna have to get into this, man, because I got some things I gotta say. Let's see. So, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Earth Tree, or any other DLC add-on will be eligible to win Game of the Year at the Game Awards. Uh, An update to the FAQ on the event's official website notes, the Game Awards aims to recognize the best creative and technical work each year, irrespective of the format of the content's release. Expansion packs, new game seasons, DLCs, remakes, and remasters are eligible in all categories if the jury deems the new creative and technical work to be worthy of a nomination. I mean, my goodness. This is absolutely disgusting. I don't even know if I want to continue reading this article. I want to read this part to you, at least this part. Check this out. The Game Awards nominations and ultimate winners are determined by a panel of media and influencers from around the world who submit their picks, and the public only gets 10% of that vote. Now, that's saying 90% out of the 100 is by the media and the influencers around the world. Now, we all know how the media goes, especially nowadays when everybody just been exposing themselves. You see, as time goes on, people just get, more and more information. Like, especially in this day and age, I feel like a lot of people been just exposing themselves, especially IGN. It's clear that all these people have an agenda. It's clear. Now, you're telling me that all these people are the ones that are going to determine who wins Game of the Year. So that's your IGNs, your Gaming Bolts, and the rest of them. Who I can't think of them on the top of my head, but you get the point. So now it also says influencers from around the world. So you think of all these people on Twitter, on YouTube, who have an agenda. Because you need to understand that the majority of these big time influencers, they for the most part, they pick the side. Okay? Especially you got your Colt Eastwoods, you got your Destins, you got your Ryan McCaffreys, you got your Parises, you got your Jess Cordens, and it goes on and on. Now, if they're selected to give their opinion into their vote into the Game of the Year, what do you think is happening? They're all in cahoots with each other. They're all part of the same team. So what do you think is going to happen? So now let's say Stellar Blade and Hellblade 2 are in that category. Who do you think these people are gonna vote for? You see what I'm saying? So when y'all keep giving these influencers all this clout, you know, this is what happens. They gain momentum. Somehow they become famous. Because even if you're against what they're saying or you're with what they're saying, the fact of that you're actually like giving them the time and giving them the clout is actually giving them recognition. So they will be in the voters' room and they will be casting their votes on Game of the Year. Now you see it says Push Square is not part of the voting jury because we're a single format website, meaning they Push Square, so you know they down with Sony. But you got Destin over there. He's down with IGN, which is down with Xbox. So why does he get a say? You see what I'm saying? The only thing that they be trying to be slick and not try to say that they part of Xbox, but you can clearly see that he's part of Team Green. And all those Xbox podcasts that you see all over the place, yeah, they will be casting their votes as well. So this news is absolutely disgusting and it needs to be revised. And Jeff Keighley needs to get up in there and do something about it. Because now you best believe Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree is going to be in the nominations for Game of the Year when it shouldn't be. The game already won Game of the Year when it came out. That's that. You want to do a DLC and it's great? Fine. You want to put that in nominations? Make a separate category for DLCs and expansion packs and all that. Do that. Don't bring that into Game of the Year. Anyway, I've been done with the Game Awards. Ever since 2021, when they decided to enter Deathloop into the Game of the Year nominations as opposed to Returnal. I mean, this was absolutely disgusting. And they decided to give It Takes Two Game of the Year. You see Deathloop. You see it there. Bethesda, Arcane Studios, Team Green. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Now the thing about Deathloop is, it's kind of like it's almost the same as Returnal, not at the sense of the gameplay and things of that nature, but when it came out, it was almost like trying to be like compared to Returnal because it was a whole, uh, roguelike and a whole die and repeat type of thing going on. So it was kind of being, in that sense, it was kind of being compared to Returnal when it came out. But you see, it ain't nowhere near Returnal's level. At least in my opinion. And I'm being honest, because I played both of them. Deathloop, they try to make this die and repeat. You're a whole investigator. Excuse me. Um, like a detective, roguelike, die and repeat, slow paced. Like just because it's a slow paced the tech that doesn't make the game great. The game was boring. The enemies were boring. The story was boring. Now you look at Returnal. This game was absolutely incredible. You talking about the story, the gameplay, the sound, the visuals, everything about the game. It's not everybody's type of game because it is a roguelike. And once you die, you gotta start back from the beginning, but it's a different game that when you start from the beginning, you don't the world changes. Every time you die, the world changes. You really have to dive into the game to really like understand it. So it didn't catch a lot of people's attention because it's not everybody's type of game. But the game was absolutely incredible. And it showed what next gen was like. Remember at this time, it was only Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, and Returnal who was taking advantage of the PS5's um, hardware. All the things that the PS5 could do. These were the two games that were actually taking advantage of that. And you saw with the results. Ratchet and Clank was incredible. And so was Returnal. I mean, the gameplay was it was a thing of beauty. I enjoyed it so much. It was so fast, no loading screens. You just going straight through things without loading. Like it was crazy. The speed of the game, keeping you on your toes, everything. The sound when you put on the 3D audio headsets, the sound that you get from Returnal is unbelievable. The haptic triggers and the feedback on the DualSense controller, it showcased everything that the PS5 can do. And on top of all that, Housemarque did an incredible job on that game. But you see, IGN didn't think so, which is so sad. I mean, it's sad. It really is. Because that's at that time, that's when I started to think like, yo, what happened? Especially that I played both. I bought Deathloop off of the fact that I had finished Returnal and I had such an amazing time when Deathloop came out. You like I said before, it was kind of in that same realm, like a die and repeat roguelike. This and so I was like, oh, okay, there's a new game coming out that's probably just like it. I'm with it, and I went ahead and I bought Deathloop, and I started playing it, and I said, what in the world is this? But you see, IGN over here gives it a 10. I mean, it's crazy. Now, when these companies pick people to review games, they sit in a room, they have meetings, and they ask, okay, we got all these games. Let me see who wants what. People get to voice their opinions. Like, yo, let me get Deathloop because I like those type of games. I'm good at those games, and I like Bethesda games. This that. You get to voice your opinion, and then your boss decides who's gonna take what game for the review. That's how this thing goes. This guy thought that this game was a masterpiece. Do you understand what a masterpiece? No flaws, incredible gameplay, storyline, visuals, audio, everything in between. That's what a masterpiece means. Now, you yourself don't even believe this game is a masterpiece, and you haven't even played it. I bet you, right? Just looking at it, a 10 in your mind, you're already thinking about what other games they gave a 10, and you're like, man, this game is just as great as that game. Nah, it can't. It can't be. Nah, it can't be. And that's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. They go on and they give Returnal an 8. You go over to Metacritic. It got an 88 Metacritic and a 6.8 user score. 116 critic reviews. 1,700 user ratings. Now I don't really like ratings and things like all these people review scores and all this. I don't really like it, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. And then you come over here, you get 10 more reviewers to review Returnal, to Deathloop's 116, and here you get 4,100 user ratings over the 1,007. That's over 3,000 people that reviewed this game over Deathloop. Why is that? I don't understand. And it got a higher score. Now, why I don't like this is, as you can see right here, you can just go in here and give your, sign up, do your email, create an account, and simply go in here and just give it a rating. If I wanted to hate on the game, I'll just go, give it a 0, and write my review. Oh, this game was not good at all. I didn't like this. I didn't do that. It was garbage. Blah blah blah. That's why I don't like these reviews and things. When I play the game, I tell you my honest opinion, unbiased. And Deathloop, it was nowhere near this game. Nowhere near it. So, this is when I finally gave up on the Game Awards. I said, what's going on here? I mean, they exposed themselves. They really exposed themselves when this happened this year. And ain't no shade on It Takes Two either. But It Takes Two is nowhere near Returnal's level. It is not. Returnal is one of the greatest games in this entire generation. Oh yeah, it is. And if you're a PS5 owner and you haven't played this game, I feel sorry for you. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think. This is crazy how they're allowing all these DLCs and things of that nature to be involved in the Game of the Year awards nominations. I do not think it should be happening. And it's gonna mess everything up. Because you're not giving a chance to the new games that actually came out this year. Because you're gonna throw in some of those DLCs, especially Shadow of the Erdtree. You're gonna throw it in there, and that spot could have been given to another game that came out this year, brand new. You see what I'm saying? So that doesn't make any sense to me, and they need to fix that. It doesn't matter that DLC was that great. Do its own separate category. Especially now that explained to you who gets to vote in these things. These people are gonna be biased. They are biased. It is what it is. Anyways, man, I'm gonna leave the video right here, man. This is crazy. Let's just wait till Monday. I'm gonna pump the brakes. Let's wait till Monday to see what's gonna be the nominees. Monday morning is gonna be some. Monday morning is gonna be special. Anyway, man, it's your boy, the gifted one here, man. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone.